And Yukiro I am everyone's favourite Welsh dragon. Today I'm just going to go over how to make your own 3D model using Vroid, and how you can set it up to stream. That way, if you want to just do VTubing for pretty much free, you can. Now, the first thing you'll need start with is Vroid Studio, and you can pretty much get this for free on Steam. It does not cost you anything to download it, 100% free. The other thing you'll need is something that will let you stream, obviously, so like Streamlabs. There is a free version of this, but if you want to stream to multiple platforms, you will need to, pay a subscription to do that. There is also OBS. I'm not familiar with it, so I assume it has a free version as well, and you can definitely use that, whichever you're more comfortable with. The only other thing you'll need is something of which you can, upload your model, and obviously a web camera to pick up your facial expressions. I personally use VC Face because it lets me customize my emotions to a keypad, and it is completely free. You do not need to worry about paying for it. You can obviously, I think, donate to support the creator, but it is otherwise 100% free. There is also a website, I believe it's called Kaleidoscope, which is a web-based program. This does have, unlike VC Face, it does have hand tracking. Personally, I don't use it though because it doesn't have the way of emoting expressions, and it is a little bit laggy as well. So it's not a bad free program. It's definitely good if you have nothing else. And if you want hand tracking, but otherwise VC Face is pretty much perfect. Okay, so this is Vroid Studio. As you can see, there are at the bottom 3 preset models that you can play around with, and at the top you'll see some of my creations. These aren't all of my creations. I did have 2 others, but I don't have those save files on this laptop. But they are up for free to download on my Ko-fi if anyone is interested. The link is in the description below. But these are the ones I've created recently. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do when using this is create a new, and then choose female or male bodies. To be honest, it doesn't really matter all that much because you can play around with the sliders. It's just one will have a little bit more of a feminine look and one a little bit more masculine, but there isn't too much difference. We'll go female for now. And as you can see, we just build this up a little bit. We can zoom in. And just play around with it. Now, there are presets already done. You can sort of change them as well if you don't like certain things about it. But there are presets, so you can make the size smaller or bigger. You can also change if I can find it. No, there is. Ear tips make an elf-like character. if you don't want to have a character, you can like leave it as is. You can have ears down. You can also sort of like get rid of the ears a little bit. Just in case you wanted like make it a more like dog or cat like VTuber. Of course you might have to like hide the ears with like hair. Or you can just like hide them a little bit further. Let's make it a rabbit VTuber. So I think I've made one before. I haven't made a female one, so we'll make a female rabbit. So let's choose a different eye. Make them very doleful. There's a lot of choices. We'll go with this little starry-eyed one. Now you can obviously change the irises and everything in a little bit further. For example, we can just change the irises a little bit so they look a little bit different. Looks pretty good. And of course you can change the eye color as well. We'll go for a maybe green eyes. Here we go, that'll do. Of course you can change the highlights as well. We're going to stick with the starry-eyed ones because it's cute. Obviously if you want to change the whites of your eyes a little bit, you can. Honestly, it's completely up to you. You can also change the eyebrow shape. And obviously you can use the sliders to make them different as well. But the preset ones are pretty good enough as it is. That'll do. And you can also make your VTuber look a little bit different here with the eyelids. And of course you can give your character different types of eyelashes or none at all, depending on what you're sort of like looking for. We're going to make them a little bit more girly than everything's. It's going to be a girl one. We've done a boy rabbit, so let's go for a girl rabbit, as I said. There we go. Now the nose doesn't look too much difference when making these. You can like change the size and everything a little bit, but honestly there isn't too much differences. But there are some choices, like you can definitely make your nose bigger and smaller and stuff. And of course you can change your mouth shape a little bit. I find the default is pretty fine as it is. Obviously if you want to give let's say fangs, you can probably give them fangs. I'm not going to give them like fangs because obviously we're not making a vampire, so there's no point in giving them fangs. You can also give them sort of like sharp teeth, if that's kind of your thing. I don't know if it would matter to anyone, but you can also give them like that skin tooth kind of thing. I personally don't like that. I don't know why. It just kind of weirds me out a little bit because it's a tooth, but it's made of skin. But that is an option here, if that's what you want. We're looking for. And then obviously you can change your lips. give them more prominent kind of look to them. I think that one looks probably the best for me. And then obviously you can give your character a little bit of blush. So there's different sort of like ways you can give your character a little bit more flush to their skin. Some a little bit more noticeable than others. But it all sort of like goes together to make your character look a lot more customizable. I think that looks fine. Obviously you can change the skin tone. So for those of you who would rather, you know, creating a different skin tone for your avatar, that is 100% completely an option. It doesn't even have to be like human skin tones. You can literally do any color you want. Whatever sort of like theming you want to go for, you can 100% go for it. I did think we got rid of the ears, but okay, maybe we didn't. There we go. And then obviously you can give your character a little bit more markings. We might give them whiskers, just because it's a rabbit. There are different choices. You can also customize stuff. Where was it? Okay, so like here, I kind of managed to give one of my own models scars. It was a little bit hard because I'm not an artist, but that is like an option if you are more inclined to artistic skills than me. You can like create your own like stuff. Let's change that back to how it was. Where was the whiskers? There they are. Here we go. Now I do recommend, if you're going to make a model for yourself, that you play around with the expressions, because obviously when you add the expressions, if you're like using a thing to load your model and use it, you'll need the expressions to look good. The neutral's fine as it is, but obviously if you want your characters to look a different way, like extra angry or whatever, or if you want to give them like wholly different like emotes, you don't have to like use these ones, but you can. It's like make your character more happy. I know they say male, female, but honestly, sometimes you can like up like both of them and come out with really good results. Sometimes it doesn't happen though. Mouth and side. Yeah, sometimes it does like clip. So it's definitely something worth sort of like looking at. But again, you can, if you wanted to only briefly give your character like vampire teeth, you can. Or sharp teeth. But we're going to leave it for that, like that for now. Surprised. For the surprised one, I usually do put up both male and female, because then it gives a bit more of a wide-eyed look to it, without being too like off. Can't always do that for all of them though, but for the surprised it works exceedingly well. And then the rest are just average, you know, A-E-I-O-U sort of things. You don't really have to change them too much. Okay, and then we've got the hairstyles. There are preset ones. Or you can kind of like create your own and make like different unique ones. We'll probably go with so let's go to the overall hair, because then this also gives us a few different options as well. Like the side part, side ponytail, twin ponytails, or twin down there. Definitely a lot of options. But of course you can also play around with it a lot more if, you know, these ones aren't to your style. We'll go with I don't know, what should we go with? Let's kind of use that, but let's change. I think it's under extra. No, where is it? Oh, completely lost it. That's fine. Go with that one. And then we can just change the shape here. So then it looks like the tails are actually put up. And then obviously you can like do other little customizations. So if you wanted like little bits of hair at the top, You can do that too. We're going to give it a little heart-shaped hairpiece at the top. And then obviously you can just play around with it until you're happy. And you feel comfortable with it. Might go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then let's change the hair colour. So we can pretty much do any type of hair colour. Depending on, you know, what sort of theme you want to go for. Might go that colour. So I don't think I have any characters that have this sort of colour. And obviously you can change the highlights. That doesn't look too bad. Again, you can like customize it and create your own little hairdos. If you can get free downloadable items, or if you're willing to pay, you can like customize it further. Because people have like gone through and customized it. Now I've got a couple here. These were free on Booth. I did find that not all of them work for this one. I don't know whether or not I just need to upgrade it or something, but not all of them do work, so just be mindful of that. But this is kind of how you get like wings and stuff. You kind of have to make it as hair attachments rather than, you know, its own little thing. We're probably not going to do that just because... Oh. Let's go back. Just because, you know, they're not what we're kind of looking for at the moment. But let's move on to the body. Again, you can do some adjustments, like change the character's height. I don't know if this is going to matter if, you know, you're not using it to upload to like a game or something. Because obviously if you're streaming with it, you can adjust size and stuff anyway. But there are like options. And obviously we can adjust the Vtuber, because, you know, of course you can. We don't want it too big, but she's a bunny after all, or will be. But that'll do. Now, same with the outfits. There's a lot of choices already in, like, preset in here, and you can like mix and match the tops and bottoms and stuff anyway. So you've still got a lot of customizable with the clothes, but again, you can customize your own. Again, I've got a few preloaded in here that were free on Booth. But there are presets in here if, you know, you don't want to purchase them or you can't find any free ones that you really like. I do recommend, obviously, if you're downloading free ones, that you give the artist credit. Some will say that you can't, you know, you don't have to give credit, but I like giving credit anyway. And some will have stipulations, like you won't be able to use it if you're, you know, using it to spread hate, which is fair enough. Others say no, monetize it, so definitely check before you use them, just in case they don't allow certain things. We want a very cute outfit for a cute bunny girl. So we might stick with the preset one, we might change it up a bit. Because we definitely want something that'll fit her colour scheme. Let's have a look. Okay, that's actually really cute on her. And let's find a skirt or something to match, or trousers. Now, I don't think you can change the colour of these. There might be a way, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't fully played around with this yet. But I assume you can like play around with the colours a little bit. That actually looks pretty good on her. I haven't downloaded any neck accessories, so I've only got the preset ones. There might be free ones out there. I didn't see any last I looked. There might be. So if you're thinking of getting like neckties or something, there could possibly be some out there. Now her arm's pretty covered, so you probably won't need these unless you're going for like gloves or something, because otherwise they're just going to be covered, so it doesn't really matter. There are, if I can find them, rings. There they are. So we might actually give her rings. Have some bling. Obviously you can change it in top, it doesn't really matter too much because it's going to be covered anyway. Same with the bottoms. Socks doesn't really matter on this one because obviously they're hidden. But we will change our shoes because our shoes are clipping. We'll give her... Should we give her trainers? Yeah, let's give her trainers. Again, you can probably find customizable stuff like I have. Again, just make sure you credit the artist if you do. That's looking pretty good, but we're missing something very vital. And that is the rabbit ears. Now again, you can give them glasses. But more importantly, we can give them rabbit ears. And we probably want to make the ears look at least fit with her colour scheme. So we're going to give them a more green tone. And you can make them smaller or longer. You can make them like go forward a bit more or backwards a bit. Make them like wider. And you can like make them a little bit floppy as well. We'll make that one a little bit floppy, but we'll leave the other one up, I think. Or should we maybe bend them both a little bit? There you go, that looks pretty cool. And she does look very cute. And then all you have to do is click these middle icon here at the top. Export as VRM. And then when it decides to load, there we go. Just export. And then obviously you can just name it. We'll name this Bunny Girl Green. And then obviously the creator, Yukiro Vroid. Reference. Random. Idea. Version. You don't really need to enter every one of these. The only thing that's required is like the title and the name. And then obviously, if you're going to use this for yourself, but it is only the creator. If you're making them for a certain person that only they can use, you click the middle one. And then obviously if you're making it for everybody like I do, click everyone. And then you just click these if you want to allow it or not allow it for violence and mass acts. I will allow commercial use for mine, and I don't really mind if people use it for, you know, mature content. The only thing I do ask is please do not use to spread hate or intentional misinformation or slander. Otherwise, I don't really mind. And obviously, I'd rather people not Basically, I'd rather them just like send a link to my Ko-fi if they want to like send someone that way, rather than, you know, just give the model out and claim it for themselves. So, and then just press export. Okay, so once you've saved that to your thing, you'll then want to upload it to a different program or the website. So this is PC Face, and as you can see, already have a few of my models here. But all you want to do is add new avatar, load the one you just made, and then press start. Oh, and of course. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, is I've shown everything. You can change around the settings, the effects, light, the expressions. With the expressions, I've set them to the number pad, so then obviously I can make the character smile, really happy, annoyed, sad, and shocked. And there doesn't seem to be any real clipping, so that's good. So we won't need to go back and edit anything. Now obviously, you can use in your streamer, get it to, you know, be transparent, so then you can get it like I have. So then obviously you can have background image or whatever you need there. I believe that is in settings, or it might be in your actual streamer, where you have to like set it to so then you just use like Sprout to kind of like how you do it in VTube Studio, if anyone's familiar with that, and then it will give you the transparency, and then you don't have the and that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. It's very simple, and then you can just choose it as you like. Obviously you can make your character bigger or smaller, and obviously you can use the mouse to like turn around. But for the most part, you know, it should follow your movements. Obviously you may have to play around with the settings a little bit more, just so then you can, you know, get the best out of it. Because you can turn off like the emotion as a key press, and have it register your own facial expressions a bit more. But I find it's a lot easier just to use the the number pad for that. But it's whatever is more comfortable for you, basically. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's very simple, and it's free. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. And obviously I have my model here. Again, you know, if you want to customize your avatar a little bit more, you can like create your own stuff, or you can download free ones or paid ones. Just again, be mindful that not all of them work in Vroid. I learnt that hard way. Looking if I didn't spend too much money on the ones that didn't work. I was trying to look for some dragon wings basically, and I found some nice ones, but unfortunately they didn't work. So I ended up using the free ones and kind of modifying the color a little bit because they were a little bit too sort of like yellowy. So I made them a bit more red. But yeah, that's it. It's easy. It's free, and it's not really that complicated. So yeah, there we are. Now you know. Free and simple way of being able to be a VTuber. Especially if, you know, you're on a very tight budget, or you're a kid that doesn't have like any budget at all. You can like use this instead. It's quite cool. Anyway, that's all for now. I am no longer Yukiro. I'll definitely see you in the next one. If you like this content, obviously leave a like. Dislike it if you dislike it. If you have any questions, or you get stuck, feel free to, you know, leave that in the comment below and I'll try and get back to you. But in the meantime, adios, my guys. Love you to bits. Bye.